Frosty the snowman is living in my headband. To complete this project, you will need... Scissors are in every project, you know that. We need scrap yarn. I ended up using up all my green, so I had to bust out a big one, but I was using a little scrap one. White, red, and a negligible amount of black yarn. So, and if you want your Frosty to have a different color hat, or you don't have black yarn, you know, take your creative license, but this is probably your unchangeable color because snowmen have to be white. That's what they are. So you just need to have white yarn. But the green and the red, I mean, if you want to give them a green scarf, I mean, take the pattern and do what you will with it. My husband brings up a very good point, and that is that you never want to use yellow yarn for your snowman because we all know that you don't want to eat that yellow snow. You need an H crochet hook, and that'll do all the different pieces. You need 2 googly eyes. You know how I love googly eyes. They should just be on every project. It adds an air of sophistication that I can only begin to describe. And you either need a pom-pom maker or to figure out how to make a pom-pom. I used to make them. I mean, you can make a pom-pom over your fingers or a piece of cardboard, or you could even use a large pom-pom if you have one. I don't have much of my green left on this ball here. I have more if I run out, but I'm hoping we make it. I like to use all my scraps. So we've got our H crochet hook still here, and we are going to chain 11. So formed our loop here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we are going to skip these first 2 chains, and we're going to do a double crochet in the 1, 2, 3 third space. So double crochet in the 3rd space from the end. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to skip 2 spaces and double crochet in this one. We're going to do another double crochet right next to that one in the next space. Chain 2. We're going to skip 2 and do a double crochet in that 3rd space, and then another double crochet right next to it. And then it's going to get real repetitive from this point on. Every row past this, you're going to chain 2, turn, do 1 double crochet, and you don't even have to count really because you can feel and see, but we're going to chain 2 and go right here. You can see that's where it belongs. And then another double crochet. I'm getting a little tongue-tied over here. Chain 2, go right here, and work another 2 double crochet. So that row right there, the chain 2, turn, 2 double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, or 2 double crochet, or go look at my type version, it makes a lot more sense. We're going to repeat that as long as you need to fit around your head or your child's head, whoever you're making this for. I made it to fit snugly on my head, and that is 37 rows of that. Okay, I did 37 rows, but you need to do whatever you need to fit around your head, and I'm going to cut a pretty long tail, because I'm going to use this tail. Let's tie off, but I'm going to use this tail to tie the 2 pieces of the headband together, the 2 sides, and that way I've got 1 less thread to hide. So it's just like sewing. I'm going to put my hook in over here and grab through, and then the same thing, I'm going to come back from the other side and go through. You could even go get a big like crewing needle if you want and do that way, but the hook works just fine. And You've obviously already got your hook out because you just crocheted everything. So I like to just use the hook most of the time. So take your time so it looks good. You can hide that thread as you're working through. And we'll be back in a second when I've gone all the way down. But you're just going back and forth to close that up. Okay, now we're going to make the hat, and I apologize, this one's going to be harder to see because it's black yarn, but I'm sorry, Frosty the Snowman has a black hat. Alright, we're going to chain 20, and we've still got our H crochet hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That was a lot. And then we're just going to make sure we've got it straight, and we're going to go into that first chain and go through and join this with a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, and I like to hide my threads as I'm working on them, and we are going to work 19, we're kind of skipping one, we're going to work 19 single crochet around. So 1, oops, I totally missed it. Black yarn is hard to work with. 2, and we've got our thread hidden now, yay. 3, and I will come back when I have 19 single crochet. Got our 19 single crochet, and then I'm just going to go in to that first single crochet, or sorry, that chain 1, and I'm going to join that loop with the slip stitch. Then I'm going to chain 1 again, and we're going to decrease 1 in each row here. So I'm going to skip this first one, and this time we're going to work 18 single crochet around. So once again, I won't make you watch all of that. We're doing 18 single crochet all the way around. Got our 18 around, and we're going to go in. Kind of feel it's tougher in this section where we start our round each time. Join with the slip stitch. This time we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and work 17 single crochet around. And we're going to get a little more complicated in our next row. So enjoy this last row of just 1 single crochet in each space. Got my 17 around, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch again. And this row we're going to do, it's going to repeat. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to skip the next space. So skip that space right there, and then we're going to repeat that 4 times. So that was once, and then we're going to do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and skip, and 1, 2, 3, and skip, and the last one, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll join. We're skipping 1 or 2 more in there in that process. And then this next row, we're going to chain 1, skip the first one, and then we're going to do 2 single crochet. So 1, 2, we're just trying to keep decreasing for the hat, and then skip 1, and then 1, 2, skip 1, 1, 2 single crochet,